So, is it all true?
What have you heard already?
That illness. It thickened the bones. It accelerated the healing process and tissue regeneration. Is that all true?
Every word.
But if that's what it was doing, why call it an illness?
The Lepidopterans made a nest out of the human body where they could eat and multiply. An illness is what it is.
But then,
Where do you want me to start?
from the beginning.
I'm old, Mr. Manny. My memory is not one of my strong points.
Well, for example, why do they call you Madam Svenska?
A name is just a trace. It is our business card, our identifier. It presents us to the world. But does it tell our story or really describe who we are?
I swear I know 3 or 4 idiots with the same exact name.
Well, yes. But we are not made of that name. It is given to us. Other people choose it for us, whether it suits us or not. It doesn't tell us who we really are. That name will not give us any answers. It is only through growing old that we become the answer to the questions of our childhood. And living in Sweden the last 30 years has definitely inspired this affectionate moniker. And so, Madam Svenska, it is.
And yet you come back to Italy. Why?
Because I forgot. But I also forgot that I had promised to remember.
Tell me.
Please excuse me. Sometimes my memory needs to be jogged. There's always been a song that, as well as the name you refer to so much, has labeled my whole life, has given it a name, and it's from a name. If you can believe how bizarre and sometimes unbelievable my confused memories are to describe that all this began.
Say goodbye. Heart it flows from my eye.
Så lite Bellston.
You left me. Sure you miss me. If you fly, you lose something in the sky.
Deja culiao.
Come on, let's
En el chat de acá del streamer me apareció con una foto diferente. Y aquí en el vivo me apareció con otra foto. Cham, cham, cham.
If you fly, you lose something in the sky. Listen to me, the romance leave us free, but needs to be taken care of.
Seguente. Hola, seguente. Ah, están italiani. ¿Qué? Sí.
Feels like it's gonna rain again.
Indica la residencia del doctor Felton. Un parador conocido desde el jueves 14 de octubre de 1971. Una vez a las 4 p.m. en el patio en... ¿Ah? Fecha de nacimiento, de febrero de 1908. Niña blanca, 13 años. Claro, ojos azules. Al menos lleva un vestido blanco con volantes, zapatos blancos y pelo trenzado. Personas, cualquier información se ruega que llamen al... No, por... Siempre me pongo nervioso mirando la imagen religiosa. ¿Ah? Doctor Richard Felton. Uy, le pone música de tensión.
Who is it?
Porque
Yes,
está cargado el
hello.
té.
I'm Dr.
Oh.
Reed from the Santa Margarita Institute.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Felton is no longer a patient.
I know. This is why I'm here. Hello? Anyone?
Colgada por Logi. Ahí no solo mostrar carepalo. La bañé con weá. Perro. Entra en la mansión y rute con el doctor Felton. Vamos a dar la vuelta por último. ¿Paseo carepalo? La buena porfía le dijeron. No, manchito. Ya. Cash. La adicción primero. El cigarro lo prende de cualquier parte, menos de donde tenía que venderse. Un avión.
Yes?
Good evening. I
Miss
am.
Reed, you already told me at the intercom, and as I already told you, Mr. Felton is no longer a patient at the Santa
I
Margarita
know.
Institute.
I came here voluntarily, outside the Institute.
So what do you want?
I am personally re-examining your case. Causes, reagents. I strongly believe there are alternative ways and probably other experiments that are worth a try. I am fighting with the Institute to recognize there are other adequate remedies for your husband's
Oh,
pathology.
no, please. I'm just assisting him. I'm his nurse.
I didn't know.
It's okay. I suppose you want to talk to him.
Thank you.
I apologize for the darkness, but Mr. Felton's sight has been damaged and immensely compromised because of the disease. Anyway, I am Gloria. Oh, and please, refrain from smoking inside. Mr. Felton hates the smell of smoke.
Sorry.
¿Cachaste? Apagó el cigarro, pero habían dos cigarros más. Apagado. Sellitos. Sellitos que te van a cagarte miedo. Ahí está, güey. ahí me está esperando. Ah, me dice que pase. Vamos, guacho. Vamos a revisar acá.
Please, this way.
Cálmate. Oh, no me deja correr.
Bad habit.
Smoking?
Yes, such a shame. You should quit. You have no idea how bad this is for you. Not only for your health, but it's also very expensive. Money and time wasted. I have so much to do every day. I couldn't waste time with such a bad habit.
Do you assist Mr. Felton all day?
Oh no, from midday to 8 p.m. Then I go back home. I live near here. If needed, he can contact me with a pager, but that's not often. His wife takes care of him when I'm off.
What can you tell me about her?
I met her just a couple of times. She's usually out or locked in her bedroom when I'm here. Let's say they don't seem to get along.
I didn't know.
But, you know, when she's home, she listens to the same music, the same song, over and over.
Y me espera. Y me demoro mucho y me espera, po. ¿Cuántos pisos?
This way, please. Mr. Felton will be here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Chale. Meterse con su... Buena carga. La granja del señor y la señora Felton. Los papitos. Piantago y contaminante. Ah, tan italiano. Rosso Gallo. Echa el cierre. De contaminar. Luego para abajo. Maldito. Espérate, no le... Buenas nalgas. Pone la ñora. No tengo... Siempre tengo... Enchufar el otro mouse. Oh, sácate un texto, concheto. Dice, los Wiman y los Felton han sido acusados de presuntas actividades delictivas contra consumidores y empleados de producción. El 2 de octubre de 1971, la granja Rosso Gallo, orgullo de la familia Gallo, cerró debido a unas sospechas de contaminación. Todo apunta a que muchos productos han sido infectados con polen tóxico que podría provocar una parálisis severa. La propietaria, Ariana Gallo, arriba a la derecha, ya, de la foto. Su marido, el notario Richard Felton, abajo a la derecha. Y el profesor y socio de la compañía Albert Elliot Wiman. Fotografía grande, el que está con lente. Se encuentra bajo investigación. Este último ha sido presuntamente acusado por el mismo señor Felton de haber utilizado a la a la compañía para llevar a cabo experimentos farmacéuticos, aprovechando los fondos corporativos a su voluntad. De hecho, la advertencia provino de los residentes de la sede de la compañía, los Ashman. Aprovechando los fondos corporativos a su voluntad. De hecho, la advertencia proviene de los residentes de la sede de la compañía, los Hutchman. Gestionaban el edificio y supervisaban a los acechadoras, a las acechadoras, las hermanas del convento contiguo. La advertencia proviene de los residentes de la sede de la compañía, Hutchman. Gestionaban el edificio y supervisaban a los acechadoras, las hermanas del convento contiguo. Los síntomas reportados se encuentran úlceras dolorosas, vómitos, proliferación de parásitos y en algunos casos queratosis, fotosensibilidad. Ah, lo que tiene el loco, el doctor. Tras las duras acusaciones, tanto los Felton como los Hutchman recibieron numerosas amenazas del propio Wyman, que ha sido expulsado hoy de la Unión de Físicos. Declaró claramente que se encontraba perplejo por los cargos a su ex socio comercial Felton. Él me financió personalmente. Él mencionó merece el hecho de que el propio Felton, al padre, me financió el proyecto Phenoxyl, medicamento para el cual el propio Wyman fue nominado para el prestigio premio de medicina en 1957, pero que se retiró del mercado unos años más tarde debido a los desastrosos efectos secundarios. Mientras tanto, en las casas de los Felton, que fue utilizada para distribución de productos, las actividades cesaron. La mansión que está ahí ahora. Como resultado del escándalo, los Ashton y los Felton también rompieron todo tipo de relación, tanto personal como laboral. De hecho, los Hutchman reclamaron una indemnización considerable por el daño que sufrieron, ya que incluso sus hijos han resultado infectados. Fueron utilizados como sujeto de prueba sin saberlo. ¿Estáis leyendo fuera de cámara? Ah, creo que tengo el mouse acá, la chucha. Las autoridades sospechan que la contaminación se extendió en las aguas subterráneas, no solo en el sistema riego de las plantaciones cercanas, sino también para el abastecimiento de agua potable de los Hutchman y las 12 hermanas del monasterio adyacente. Verso. Hijo de puta. Ve lo que escriben sobre mí en las noticias. Ha querido manchar mi nombre, pero yo se lo voy a devolver. Vaya que sí se lo voy a devolver. Empezando por su hija. Empezando por su hija. ¿Cree que no sabe quién es su verdadero padre? Estoy seguro de que él le encantará saber que es su hija. Demuestre que tiene responsabilidades. Estoy diciendo. Bueno, usted ha tenido que...
Do you believe in God, miss?
Well, it would be too easy, wouldn't it? I believe in people's willpower. Everything else is not God, but an aptitude or mankind's cruelty.
This is the kind of fairy tale I prefer at my age. When you're worn out from an incurable disease, you start having some doubts. Why is there so much life in such small but lethal creatures? An arbiter, that's all we need.
For what? It's wrong and crazy. It's human nature.
That same nature in which we are equals to those ants eating each other. But, pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please, sit down. Dr. Reed, I suppose?
Sorry, Mr. Felton. Pleased to meet you.
So you already met Gloria?
Yes, she let me in.
She's a great reference, extremely hardworking, but back to us. I don't recall seeing beautiful doctors like you at the Institute, Dr. Reed.
I am flattered, Mr. Felton. I arrived at the Institute just a few months after you left. And you left because?
Inadequacy of the sanitary treatments within the structure.
That's right. And in a few words?
In a few words, they didn't know how to treat my case, and they left me there to die.
But it seems that other issues took over.
I once or twice refused to go through exams.
Mr. Felton, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Gloria, yes. See if Dr. Reed needs anything.
Oh, no.
May I offer you a cup of tea or coffee? Espresso?
No, thank you.
As you wish. How about you, Mr. Felton?
No, thank you. I'll keep entertaining our guest. You can go now.
You're diagnosed? 1958?
Yes, indicatively. Some friends and I contracted the disease while traveling to Egypt, and it got worse.
In addition to the disease, the first exam showed some inconsistency. Some hormonal deficiency? Overdose of non-prescribed drugs, opiates? Phenoxyl? Wasn't it recalled in the mid-60s?
Doctor, don't you think that nowadays there are ways to obtain drugs without any prescription?
I believe so.
No era la wea
According
que
to your
estaban
file,
haciendo
you
los.
still receive your disability pension. Even better, it seems that the beneficiary is your wife, Ariana Gallo.
Exactly. She's the one who takes care of me when Gloria is off.
How about your daughter?
My daughter, Celeste, has never come back home.
Disappeared. She was adopted, am I right?
The investigators confirmed that she intentionally left. They never suspected a kidnapping since there was no ransom request.
How about Weeman? Wasn't he a suspect?
A flash in the pan, an idiot who brought confusion by sending warnings and threats.
And her birth parents?
Dr. Reed, young girls often decide to just go. And this is what my daughter decided to do.
Jennifer.
What did you say?
At times, you'd call her Jennifer.
No, my
Mr.
daughter.
Felton, what has really happened to your daughter?
I just told you.
How about the off-the-record version?
I am not sure where you're trying to go with this, but I won't tolerate. I don't have the strength for this now.
I know you've been trying to forget her, but this picture might help you to.
What is this? Where did you get this picture?
Isn't she your daughter? Celeste, or as you called her? Jennifer?
I asked you a question.
Back of the picture says Jennifer.
There is no Jennifer!
You thought I was stupid, didn't you, Mr. Felton? Do you really think I'd come here without knowing what I'm talking about?
Who are you, and why did you come here? Did you come to my home to threaten me with your condescending
Threatening
tone?
you? So maybe I should ask your wife then.
She's not home.
Seems like she is.
Mr. Felton, I just talked to the director of the Institute on the phone. They have never heard of Dr. Reed. She is not what she claims to be.
Well, Miss Reed, if that is your real name, your time here has ended. Please, leave my property. Miss Gloria will escort you out.
Please follow me.
Mr. Felton, please, tell me what you did to your daughter!
Good evening.
Follow me.
Mr. Felton.
You know the way.
La caga.
How do you even...
How do I do what?
How do you even sleep at night? You use people's lives regardless of the pain you cause. The Feltons have been through a lot. And they are good people.
Gloria, a young girl disappeared.
We all know the story, unfortunately. A burden that the Feltons will have to carry for the rest of their lives. Celeste
What
just
happened?
left them.
If that was the case, there was a motivation behind it. And it threatened her life.
Dos. Ya pues. Vamos, doctora. Ya la concha de tu madre. ¿Y entró a la casa nomás? Encima la puerta culiada. La chucha.